Today we're going to zoom in on a small section of a larger battlefield. This was a game between myself and two public players against actually people on my own Discord, Arclight, Boris Posh, and British American, and it was an interesting interplay between two different helicopters. So we have British American's Mi-24V here, has 8 Iglas, has rocket pods, and a Yak-B, which is quite an effective minigun, if I do say so myself. It had previously mulched through a fair number of my infantry, and well, I had a PH2 Tiger that previously was on low hover, and actually I think right now is just touching down here, going to land. Yeah, it should be in just a second or two. And we will technically no longer be an air target. Yeah, here it is. There's the defense ping right there from my ally pointing that out. Thank you very much for that, because I didn't really see it. And now we're on the ground. And what you'll notice is that I have stingers. I have 2 of them left. And one of them is already firing at the Mi-24V, who's aiming his rocket pods, not his Iglas. And that right there is crucially important because the Igla actually has really high accuracy, 2450 meter range, 4 HE power. I mean, still needs 2 hits, but, well, even with me damage down to 5 strength, it would need 2 hits. But we get the first shot off. The rocket pods are not very effective here. We get the second shot off as well, and the entire difference between my Tiger getting out and that Mi-24V, who had already spotted my Tiger, getting the kill, maybe trading, which would be definitely worthwhile for the Mi-24V as it is cheaper, higher availability usually. And that helicopter dying is just clicking one button. Set yourself down on the ground and you'll be immune from air-to-air missiles. Of course, it does have drawbacks. You do that against the wrong Tiger and it has an ATGM and you really suffer. For example, the Mi-24D could have actually targeted me with its Fletas, and yeah, it could have been in a lot of trouble. By the way, British had a very nice support thing going on here, so we do get out of dodge just before that answering artillery. But if any of you guys are ever curious, well, I was going after a helicopter and somehow, my helicopter didn't fire its air-to-air, is what's going on. Nothing really seemed to make sense in this engagement. Check for things like that, because it's a little tricky. You can land and change altitude over and over, and you'll throw off your opponent's targeting. It's kind of a jerk move. I don't do it that much for, land, take off, land, take off. But I have definitely been known to land when it's advantageous.